Welcome back to HulkAR.tv as Saints take the field for the start of the second half. The scoreboard showing Hulkinson Rovers 10, St Helens 10. 2 tries apiece, 1 conversion apiece. So all to play for in this second half. Michael Dobson leads back out the Robins. What a massive, massive 2 points this could be this afternoon if Rovers can take the spoils. But certainly in the opening 40 minutes they've restored some of the pride, passion and determination in that famous red and white shirt. It's going to be Saints to get the game underway in the second half. Ben Failer just hands the ball on to Jordan Turner. As a hush descends on MS3 Craven Park, the second half gets underway. A high, lofted restart. Craig Hall's underneath it for the Robins. Mickey Payer with the drive in, and he gets to within 17 metres of his own try line. Josh Hodgson scoots off, tries to take the Saints on. Good yardage forward by Josh Hodgson, who's still going. Great play inside of 2 tackles. Rovers are on the 30-metre line. Rhys Lovegrove puts his shoulder in, met by the tackle of Josh Jones, the number 19 for St Helens. Dobson now, dare I say it, doesn't look to be showing too many ill effects of that hamstring injury, which forced him to miss the Derby game and the Wigan game. That was sloppy though from Rovers, and eventually the ball found Richard Beaumont. Kick downfield is by Josh Hodgson. That should stay in the field of play. It does, and the chase is there, and Tommy Makinson is clattered. Oh, brilliant. The kick was a bit of a speculator. I'm just looking now, you've got to give credit to Jordan Cox, Rhys Lovegrove and Graham Horn for a magnificent chase. Tom Makinson perhaps should have done better. Doesn't matter, Rovers have earned the repeat set. Richard Beaumont takes the pass of Greg Eden. Having a go is Richard Beaumont. Rhys Lovegrove, short pass, he spotted a gap and almost went through it. The fans appealing for the high shot, as Rovers already now are in the danger zone with Josh Hodgson. Good ball finds Hall. Oh, what a shot that was from Soliola. That was a bone cruncher. Craig Hall tried to disguise the pass, but Soliola wasn't buying it, and it may well have been Jordan Cox, the recipient of a really heavy shot then. Apologises to Jordan Cox, but Soliola absolutely flew in and nailed him. But I suppose if you're going to turn the ball over and 10 metres away from your opponent's line is as good a place as any. Gives Rovers the chance to get into the face of the ball carrier of the St Helens. That ball carrier on this occasion is Francis Melly, who can't beat the tackle of Craig Hall and Graham Horn. There's Soliola. Rovers will be looking to get one back on him for that shot on Jordan Cox. As the Saints with LaFranchi come down the centre of the field, midway inside their own half. O'Hire just tried to tease the Rovers defence into thinking he was going to the left side, and then he dummied and went himself. That would have been a 40-20 attempt had it gone towards the touchline, but Wilkins kicked for position more than anything. And David Hodgson, a man who will have faced St Helens in the Derby as a Wigan Warrior once upon a time. He took possession for the Robins. Alex Brown plays the ball. Mickey Payer, a skinny 10 metres on Mickey Payer, tries to force his way over the top of Alex Walmsley. Dobson in some space, finds Patterson, just powers forward. Eventually Josh Jones and company bring him down 11 metres inside the Saints half. Link up play from Beaumont. Good from Rovers. Jordan Cox off the pass of Craig Hall. Shrugs off one defender. Still going forward. That's good work from Cox. Will Rovers go to the sky? It's a slow play, the ball. Craig Hall. Long pass, which Dobson can't take. Not quite sure what the intention was there from Craig Hall. Was it a miss-out pass? It was neither or neither, really. And that's disappointing because twice Rovers have been in a good positional play and twice they've come up with the error. First the tackle on Jordan Cox, and then that time a poor pass from Hall and a knock on from Dobson. Big cry of held goes up from Ben Failer as Lovegrove nailed Josh Jones. Lafranchi tries to dummy past Richard Beaumont, who wasn't buying. Wellham came in with Lovegrove to complete the tackle. That's a loose one from the Saints, but Soliola's a powerful runner. Good defence there from Rovers though. There's Craig Hall over on that far side. Saints only have one tackle remaining in this set. Wilkin has gone to the sky. Hodgson's there under no real pressure and he takes it comfortably. Beats the first man and makes good yardage. Still a very even game. Here's the Ginger Ninja, Chris Wellham. Big collision, but the tackle completed by the Saints skipper Paul Wellens. Lovegrove trying to punch holes down the centre of the field. The fans not happy with this 10 metres that Ben Failer's asking the Saints to take. Dobson delayed the pass to Patterson. He beats the first man, beats the second. He's still going. He's still going. He's offloaded to Dobson. Opportunities for Rovers. It's with Graham Horn. He's put the kick in behind. Was it played at by Saints? No. Says the touch judge, and Ben Failer boos from the east stand. Brilliant work from Corey Patterson, and perhaps Rovers should have made more of that. 6.5 minutes played in this second half. No addition to the half-time score of 10 points apiece, but Rovers have certainly had the better possession and territory in this second half so far. Saints try to go through the short side with Francis Melly. Here's Soliola. Big shot went in from Jordan Cox. He was bounced off, but he comes in at third man to complete the tackle. Really is starting to grow in stature, Soliola. Getting stronger as the game goes on. Failer takes Rovers back. Pretty skinny 10 in fairness. No complaints as the tackle is made on Wilkin with no real ground having been made. Once again, Lovegrove and Beaumont working hard in the middle of the field trying to win the wrestle. Saints will have to kick once again. Once again, it's the left boot of John Wilkin. It bounces kindly for Hodgson. He's looking for Eden, perhaps needs to go himself. Runs away from one, will eventually take the tackle of Jordan Turner, and that could have got slightly messy as Rovers bring on Keil Carlisle and Ivan Tumavave. Jordan Cox and Richard Beaumont, the two men to take a breather. Oh, surely that was offside. Had to be. Stuart Howarth, the Saints hooker, completely offside at marker. Craig Hall needs to make sure he finds touch. Great kick from Hall, and Rovers will set up 30 metres out from the Saints line with 6 tackles in the bank. Hall now brings in Eden, linking in from fullback, tries to spot the gap, nobody to offload to, so takes the tackle. Rovers actually lost a couple of metres in that tackle. Keil Carlisle with his first touch brings in Mickey Payer. Rovers fighting the way up towards that 20 metre zone. Carlisle switches, centre field is Hall. Hall goes himself, held up by 3 Saints defenders. Gets to within 11 metres of those posts, centre field. Carlisle finds Dobson. Good ball to Patterson. Go on, Corey. Yes! Corey Patterson goes in for the Robins. Brilliant try from Rovers. Comes on 49 minutes of play. And Hulkingston Rovers go back into the lead by 14 points to 10. Well, when Rovers get inside the opponent's 20, they are capable of scoring tries. They've proved it all season and they've proved it again this afternoon. Third Robins try goes to the big second row man, and Craig Hall now with the opportunity to tag on the extra two, which he's done. Great kick from Craig Hall. It's a 6-point advantage to the Robins. They lead by 16 points to 10.
The score number 2, Craig Hall.
So Saints restart once again. Let's not forget the first conversion of Craig Hall hit the post this afternoon, so Rovers could have had a crucial 8-point advantage at this stage, but 16-10's not bad. As big shot goes in there on Reece Lovegrove. That try can be linked back to the silly play from Stuart Howarth at marker, which enabled Rovers to go downfield. A great kick to touch from Craig Hall, and eventually the big man, the jukebox, he went in. Graham Horn looks as though he's come centre field now. Has Josh Hodgson gone out into the centre possibly? As Keele Carlisle certainly operating at hooker. In fact, no, Graham Horn's gone back into that right centre. We're on the last tackle. Dobson, was it played at? No, says Ben Failer. Chris Wellham says to the touch judge that a foot went out, but the officials don't agree. Just coming up to 12 second half minutes gone. And Rovers with defending to do once again. Wellens feeds the scrum. Dobson looked offside then, but play's allowed to go on. It was all over Jordan Turner as soon as he got that ball. Here's Adam Swift. He can't make too many metres forward because two big men were in front of him in Tumavave and Patterson. But the Saints now are 10 metres from that halfway line. Well, that looks very lapsadaisical from Josh Jones. Well, Saints, not forget, missing their normal halfbacks. Wilkin and Wellens are experienced, but there's certainly no Johnny Lomax. There's a high shot on the Rovers fullback. This will be a relieving penalty. Francis Melly, the man adjudged to have gone high on Greg Eden. So Rovers will surely just steady things down. Kick the ball 20 metres downfield into touch, and once again try to take the play into the St Helens half of the field. Hall now moves the ball to Lovegrove, centre field. Working hard is Reece Lovegrove, as did Richard Beaumont. Very much looking forward to seeing the second stint of Adam Walker, because he was brilliant, explosive in that first 23-24 minutes or so. Here's Tumavave, he's crossed halfway, takes a big shot from Soliola. Howarth's there, and eventually the three Saints men bring Ivan Tumavave to ground. Good ball finds Dobson. Into the line comes Eden, he's found David Hodgson. Will Hodgson back himself? He has! Superb play from the Rovers wingman. Stayed away from the touchline and almost tricked his way through the Saints defence. Dobson finds Hall, he needs a runner, is wrapped up by Soliola. That was a wasted tackle, that one. Rovers just have one remaining in this set. It's with Dobson, who else? Not the best kick because Tommy Makinson was waiting for it and there was no real chase from the Robins. And that attack was probably stunted with the tackle by Soliola on Craig Hall. But they've got Saints down the right end of the field as far as they're concerned, the Robins. But Soliola makes a good charge upfield. Short pass from Howarth, and Saints are making good yardage now. Cry of held from Ben Failer eventually. The man goes down and Ben Failer awards the penalty to Saints, and this will be bad news for Rovers because the kick to touch will take Saints into Rovers' half of the field. So Howarth gets Saints back underway. Soliola, Rovers need to keep an eye on him. That's just tackle number one. Here's McCarthy Scarsborough, just spots a half gap and goes for it. And Rovers having to defend their line now. Wilkin has got options, Wellens one. Corey Patterson wraps him up tightly. He wants a quick play, the ball does the Saints skipper. Howarth dummies and brings in Wilkin. Here's the big man, Wormsley. In fact, it's Joe Greenwood, and that's a penalty conceded by the Robins. I think Ben Failer's making this up as he goes along, but what it means is they have another set of 6, and that's gone loose. So it doesn't matter what Ben Failer does if Rovers put shots in like that. They're going to go close to taking 2 points in this game. They still lead 16-10. But that was a real try-scoring opportunity for Saints. 6 tackles and they bombed it on tackle number 2. So Rovers now need to wrap this ball up tightly as they try to force the way up to halfway. Keil Carlisle finds Josh Hodgson. Hodgson in that second row position now. Oh, it's good offload from Josh, and Rovers will make yards on the back of it with Reese Lovegrove. Great play from the Robins. Con Meeker's back on to replace Mickey Payer. Tumavave, he's also left the field to be replaced by Adam Walker. Just looking, I think that's 7 interchanges for the Robins perhaps. Here's Walker once again. He was contemplating the offload but takes the tackle 6 metres inside Saints half. Dobson wants a runner, links up to Eden. Oh, there's a gap there and the pass was almost intercepted by Adam Swift. So I suppose Rovers get the best of that deal. If it had gone to Hodgson, it would have been a try. Had it gone to Swift, it would have been a try. The ball was touched by the Saints man, and Rovers get head and feed 40 metres or so out from the Saints line, which Dobson will feed. Will it be a set move? It is to Chris Wellham. Wellham with great power takes 3 defenders to the ground with him. Keil Carlisle finds Con Meeker. Has he fully recovered from that knock in the first half? He's had plenty of recovery time in between. He plays it to Keil Carlisle. Rovers have gone short side. Oh, great ball from Josh Hodgson. A penalty, says Ben Failer. 21.5 minutes remain. A try here for Rovers would give them some breathing space as Con Meeker powers for the line. He'll play it a metre out. Under pressure, Rovers get the ball away. It's with Dobson. There's an advantage in numbers. Oh, and it's been picked up by Adam Swift, and this time They won't catch him. Reese Lovegrove's the man giving the chase. But the Saints man is going to go in. Oh, and that's disaster for Rovers. Adam Swift races all of 80 metres. It was the pass of Greg Eden. It went loose, and the Saints winger picked it up, and he's called Swift. He proved why. He absolutely raced away. It's 16-14 with the kick to come. That try coming on the hour. So Mark Percival lining up his third conversion of the afternoon now. It's 3 tries apiece. 2 conversions from Craig Hall. And this should be the second conversion for Mark Percival. And as we enter the final quarter of this game, it's still anyone's, because Percival will surely make this 16 points apiece now. Oh, he's missed it! Whoa, he's missed it! And Rovers retain the lead. That's 16-14. Well, that's an unexpected bonus, that one. He puts his head to his hands, and the stander absolutely slaughtering him. So Rovers were defending a 6-point lead, they're now defending a 2-point lead. That's high. Louis McCarthy-Scarisbrooke, well, if he wants to have a boxing match, Corey Patterson would knock him out. Lee Jewett knocked him out in the Lee Radford thing, so I'm sure Corey Patterson would do it in half the time. 7,616 is the attendance inside MS3 Craven Park today. Wilkins' kick to touch has taken the Saints midway inside their own half. Big defensive set required from Rovers now. The first drive in is by Joe Greenwood. Still the Saints inside their own half. They'll look to cross it with Paul Wellens. Discipline has got to be good here. Howarth, short pass to Greenwood. Here's McCarthy-Scarisbrooke looking to offload but can't do so. They've come to the short side. Wellens tries to draw the defenders, but good shot goes in from Corey Patterson. But still the Saints are on the advance. Josh Jones, there's a gap for John Wilkin. There's a gap there, but the player in collecting that pass was falling to the ground. May have been Percival, it was indeed. There's the left-footed kick of Wilkin, it's high. Saints looked offside. It's fielded nonetheless by Greg Eden. And Greg Eden, has he lost that ball? Oh, it's a steal. Oh, hearts in mouths time, because that ball looked as though it had been lost by the Rovers fullback. But it's a penalty, and Craig Hall needs to try and get as much safe distance on this kick as possible. 16-14 the Robins lead, just over 17 minutes remain. Another 6 points for Rovers. An 8-point advantage would really give them something to cling on to. Easier said than done. Another penalty. A strip on Adam Walker on halfway, and Craig Hall once again just needs to be safe with the kick to touch. The noise levels rise inside MS3 Craven Park. Wellham gets us back underway. It's with Hall. Hall wants a runner. He's got Mika. Mika's having a wow of a game, and his introduction in this second half. He's looking strong once again. Keil Carlisle's there. Pops it short to Adam Walker. He just goes in and does the hard yards, does Walker. This is where the ball players need to come into effect. Keil Carlisle finds Hall. He ships it to Dobson. Flat pass finds Corey Patterson. He tries to burst his way between two defenders but can't do so. There's a gap there. Mika goes for it off the pass of Keil Carlisle. Is a crisp passer, is Carlisle. Dobson wants a short pass to Josh Hodgson. Has he reached over? No, just half a metre short. This could be crucial in the outcome of this game. Carlisle finds Hall. He puts boot to ball. Melly's there. It's a penalty. Offside. 2 points is nothing really. Rovers have to go for the try. When they've only got a 2 point lead, making it a 4 point lead isn't really the sensible option. So Adam Walker with the first drive in. Keil Carlisle finds Hall. Here's the gap for Dobson. Oh, he was cracked back when it looked as though he was just going to trick his way over. Carlisle, he was wrapped up as he received that ball. Dobson barks out instructions. It's with Richard Beaumont. Beaumont trying to fend off three Saints defenders. It's centre field, so Rovers have got options both ways. Offside, surely. And Ben Failer's going to have a chat with Paul Wellens. Surely the next one to commit an offence will be sent to the sin bin. Mika now sucks in the defenders once again. Rovers need to get the ball out wide because they've proved in this game already that Saints can be prized open on the fringes. It was Greg Eden joining the attack, trying to create the extra man. Here's Adam Walker. Good offload to Richard Beaumont. He goes himself. Patterson! There's a gap! Oh, Soliola closed it. Scruffy play the ball, but Dobson has possession. Long ball, there's a chance for Graham Horn. He beats one man. He's still going, is Graham Horn. Saints defending for their lives. Rovers only a metre or so in from touch on that far side. Alex Brown finds Hall. Long pass to Dobson. The kick in behind. There's no Robbins chasers. Saints have to play it. Swift is nailed. And it's a repeat set for the men from MS3 Craven Park. Wasn't the best kick to begin with, but the fact it stayed in the field of play and they managed to bring the Saints man down turned it into a great kick. 13 minutes, 34 seconds remain in this game. The slenderest of advantage to Craig Sandercock's men. The restart is taken. Dobson gets it. It's with Beaumont. He goes down 34, 33 metres or so from the Saints line. This is where the big men need to really drive up the middle and drive St Helens back towards their own line. Keil Carlisle scoots off. Short pass to Hall. Poor pass. Rovers have got it, it went backwards, but that was sloppy. They lost valuable meterage as a result. Horn goes himself, he almost goes through the gap. There's Craig Hall. Just sets up your structures once again. Beaumont tries to burst his way through Paul Wellens, easier said than done. One tackle only remains. Will Dobson go to the sky? He's put the kick in, it's a high one, it's pushed back from Hall, it's play on, Josh Hodgson, Alex Brown, Alex Brown, Alex Brown, yes, yes, they're in, Ben Failer gives the try, yes, Rovers score in the right hand corner, we'd have just over 12 minutes remaining, and it's a 6-point advantage to the Robins once again. It was real Harlem Globetrotter style rugby league, but eventually Alex Brown had the strength to force his way over in the corner, and it's 20 points to 14 to Hull Kingston Rovers with the kick to come.
Number 26, Alex Brown.
There's a Rovers man, yeah, there's a Rovers man down. Could be David Hodgson, that, you know. Not sure, no. Is it Graham Horn? Certainly one of the lighter haired Rovers players. Looks like a cut to the head. Certainly is Graham Horn, in fact. The timekeeper has been stopped on 11 minutes 31 seconds. This can give Rovers an 8-point advantage. Saints would need 2 tries to win the game. So everybody inside MS3 Craven Park knows how important this conversion attempt is from the Rovers standoff. Craig Hall virtually on the touchline, 20 metres out. He's drilled it. He's drilled it wide. Rovers lead by 6 points. But the important thing is, it is still a lead. $20 points to 14, the Robins lead. As Jordan Turner will get us back underway. High restart, Rovers need to claim it, they've done so. Richard Beaumont, oh, big collision, but he's got hold of the ball safely. Conmika tries to take on Soliola, does well, does Conmika. Couldn't beat the backup tacklers though of McCarthy, Scarsbrook and Wellens. Here's Adam Walker, he's got to be a contender for man of the match. Keil Carlisle switches it to Corey Patterson. Patterson tries to fend off Lance O'Hire and Jordan Turner. Rovers fighting the way up towards that halfway line when surely either Dobson or Hall will kick the ball downfield. It's going to be Dobson. Under pressure, gets it away, not the best kick. Makinson collected it around 16 metres from his own line. Could have been a high shot, but play goes on. It was Keil Carlisle who was in there. Melly tries to take on Conmika. It's got to be textbook tackling from the Robins. One up top, one below, and prevent the offloads. Adam Swift came in from the wing position to play that ball, and as a result, Saints are short on numbers on this right side, and the tackle had to be taken as Howarth tries to evade Chris Wellham, who does so badly. Saints guilty of wasting a couple of tackles then. We're into the final 10 minutes of this game. The kick of Wilkin is angled towards the corner flag, and it takes a bounce the wrong side. Is it? No, it was in the good side as far as Saints are concerned. Rovers in no hurry to run back and form this scrum. Ben Failer has stopped the timekeeper because Saints did pack down. 9 minutes 14 seconds remains in this game, a game which the Robins lead by 6 points, 20 points to 14. It's out, it's with Alex Brown. He could be the man who's Scored the all-important try as he did against Warrington, but let's not count any chickens. Greg Eden, 20 metres away from his own line, keeps hold of the ball safely. Keil Carlisle just ushers Con Mika to his right-hand side. It's Mika who takes the pass, also takes a heavy shot. But Saints can't win this game if they haven't got the ball. It's Rovers who have at this moment in time, and Adam Walker once again does superbly. Keil Carlisle scoops away. I think he was trying to pinch the penalty then, in fairness, was Keil, but nothing doing. Craig Hall drills it downfield. That will do. Chase as a unit, Rovers. There's three of them there. Mellis fed the ball wide. He comes back in field. Rovers trying to umbrella him. He's fending off. Obstruction surely. Oh, Jordan Turner's got the run. Wellham's chasing him. Greg Eden's there. Oh, he's beat Greg Eden. It's there. Forward! Forward! Forward pass. Oh, David Hodgson take a bow. Oh, that would have been disaster had Saints scored then. Saints could have been done for obstruction earlier in the piece. Once again, Failer has stopped the clock. 7 minutes 51 remains. There's some tired bodies out there. It's all going to be about who controls the ball for the final 7.5 minutes of this game. Rovers just have to complete their sets. Saints have got to break the Robins down. Josh Hodgson has to be another contender for man of the match. It's he who takes that tackle. Rovers need to make the hard yards. Con Mika looks to do so. Good carry over the halfway line. Keil Carlisle just pops it short to Craig Hall. Doesn't need anything spectacular or silly, and Craig Hall's well aware of that. He takes the tackle. Midway inside Saints half now. Dobson with a one-pointer. It's bounced for Adam Walker. Adam Walker is going himself. Oh, great play from Rovers. Dobson's there. There's a gap for Dobson. Go on, Dobbo. Kill him off. Oh, it's a metre short. Rovers can put this one to bed if they score here. Beaumont feeds Hall. Hall wants a runner. He's got Reese Lovegrove. Go on, Reese. Oh, he's turned back. But it's a penalty. Is it worth going for the 2 points? It would be a difficult kick for Hall, but it would give Rovers an 8-point advantage. Can they go for the kick? In the excitement, I'm not even sure. They're going to try and run down the clock and pressurise the Saints line. Adam Walker once again really has come of age today as Walker. He plays it to Keil Carlisle. Here's Hall. Spins it to Dobson. Greg Eden, short to Wellham. Wellham beats one. Offloads to Audrey. Comes back inside to Greg Eden. Two. Big Mickey. Go on, Mickey Payer. Oh, he's held up. One score and this game's won for Rovers. But Saints are hanging on for dear life. Come on, Rovers is the cry. Dobson once again will get the players moving forward. Hall, the link is from Eden. Graham Horn goes for the gap. Not sure how many tackles we've had, but Rovers have possession, that's all that counts. Josh Hodgson straightens it up. We'll look for the hand of Ben Failer, it's still not gone up. Well, he's going to stop the clock and the timekeeper. It's because of an injury to Josh Hodgson. 5 minutes 9 seconds remaining in this game. Keil Carlisle wasn't ready for that. Dobson 1 point. It looks like that one's gone wide. It has. And Saints will have possession on their own 20. So Rovers need to work like Trojans now. They've got to keep the Saints as deep as possible. Soliola has been a powerhouse for the opposition today. It's with, oh, that looked like a high shot, but Ben Failer hasn't seen it as Alex Walmsley trundles up. They're going up towards halfway with Howarth. Wilkin had to reach behind for that ball. Turner, it's one-on-one with Wellham. Wellham does superbly. Turner does well to stay in the field of play. 38 metres away from the Rovers try line. O'Hire, short pass. A big cry of forward goes up from the Rovers fans, unsurprisingly. Last tackle, says the referee. Wellens, they're going to run it on the power play. Josh Hodgson needs to get Soliola. Oh, they've kept it alive through Melly. He's bounced one off. He's going himself. Oh, they're surely going to score. Oh, they've lost it. Oh, they've bombed it. Knock on. Well, had that one been scored, we would have been looking back to see if Saints committed a forward pass in that passage of play. Doesn't matter now. Rovers have got the ball, and there's 3 minutes 20 seconds remaining between Hulkingston Rovers recording another famous victory over St Helens. Great play from Wellham, leading by example. He'll play it to Alex Brown. He's got some room in which to run as Brown. He's a powerful, squat build. He can make yardage, and he's made it to halfway. Conmeka, short pass to Mickey Payer. Not sure that was the best option, but Mickey Payer has retained possession. Will Rovers just kick to touch to eat up some of the clock, or will they go for distance? Dobson drills it towards the left-hand corner flag. Makinson collects a few metres away from his own try line. He's faced up by 3, 4, 5 Rovers defenders, and he's grounded 13 metres away from his own line. It's with the young wingman Swift. That eats up another tackle as far as the Robins are concerned. Saints are just going to go for the spectacular. Melly's lost that, hasn't he? Yes, he has! Oh, brilliant! Rovers just simply got into his face, and that will surely be enough now. We're into the final 2 minutes.
Number 13, Reese Lovegrove.
Reese Lovegrove gets the Man of the Match award from the sponsors. There will have been many eyes on Hulkingston Rovers this afternoon, and boy, how the players have responded. That's the winner, that's the penalty. Everybody in the stadium, apart from the Saints fans, is pointing to the posts and saying take the two, and Craig Hall is going to oblige. We're into the final 70 seconds, and Craig Hall is about to kick Hulkingston Rovers to the win. So Ben Failer stops the timekeeper with 27 seconds remaining in this game. Craig Hall about to make it an 8-point advantage. The flags are raised. Hulkingston Rovers 22, St Helens 14. 2 points safely in the bag.
And 2 points for Hulkingston Rovers, sponsored by East Yorkshire Shutters Limited. Number 2, Craig Hall.
Short restart from Saints. Hall's there. He collects, and that will surely be enough. The countdown is well underway. The hooter is about to blow. There it goes. Hull Kingston Rovers players restore the pride into the shirt. Humiliation on Easter Monday. Triumph just 6 days later against a formidable St Helens outfit. Saints came to play, but during the 80 minutes, Rovers just wanted it that bit more, and that's what proved to be the difference. 10 points apiece at half-time, following Rovers going into that 10-point advantage. The first score of the second half could have been the crucial one. Rovers got it. Corey Patterson powering over on the left fringe. Hall did convert, and it was 16-10 to the Robins. Rovers then had opportunities to score, but a mistake, a loose pass from Greg Eden, was swooped upon by the young Saints wingman Adam Swift, who raced 80 metres downfield, and then inexplicably from just to the right of the post, Mark Percival missed the conversion, so Rovers led 16-14. It gave them something to hang on to. On 68 minutes, Alex Brown really did. He scored on the fifth tackle after Rovers had kept the ball alive. Hall couldn't convert. They sucked up some more Saints pressure, but then on 79 minutes, Saints conceded the penalty. Craig Hall gleefully banged over the extra two, and here at MS3 Craven Park, in front of 7,616 spectators, Rovers have a great 2 points in the bank. They beat St Helens by 22 points to 14.